Hello. This last week has been kind of crazy, so I wanted to come on here and just kind of let everyone know what's what's been going on because it's been a lot. So on Juneteenth, I got a call from my agency about a um, a mom that's going into labor and is making an adoption plan kind of last minute. Um, so what ended up happening is my mom and I drove in the middle of the night out to the Lee Summit area um, and met a birth mom at the hospital and met a very precious young lad there as well. And we spent a couple of days in the hospital with them. The hospital was phenomenal. We, my mom and I were staying in the room right next door to the birth mom, and this little guy got to stay with us, and so then we were right there, when the birth mom wanted to see him and get to hold him a little bit, and visit with him. So it was great. So got to know him a little bit. In Missouri, you have to wait 48 hours before any documents can be signed. So Saturday morning, um, I paid a ridiculous amount of money for some lawyers and a social worker to come to the hospital and do all the paperwork and sign all of the things. And then my mom and I got to take an eventful ride home. What is it, like 3.5 hours back to the house? Um, because we had a new passenger in our car. So I wanted to just take a second, you guys, to introduce you to someone really important. Okay, so this this is George. This is George Robert. He's bashful. Yes, he's really tiny. He's full term. Um, but he's just a petite little guy, and he's absolutely perfect and healthy and wonderful. Um, Sleeping during the nighttime is apparently asking too much, so we're still working on that. Oh goodness, that was a good belch. Um, yeah. So we've just been kind of getting situated. The dogs are absolutely in love with him, which is really adorable, and it makes me so happy. Um, I'm deliriously exhausted, but also just over the moon. I'm just so excited that he's here, and he could not be more perfect. Look at that precious baby. Um, so next steps, the adoption is not final yet. Since birth mom signed all the papers, there's not really anything else that she could do at this point. I do have to work with my social worker to do post placement stuff, so she'll come to the house a few times just to one, see the baby, but mostly like her job, making sure that everyone's adjusted and taken care of, and we're getting everything that we need, and also to kind of support us and help figure out, you know, if we are struggling with anything, how to address any concerns, things like that. She's a super nice lady, so yeah. And then in 6 months, we'll have our finalization hearing, and that'll be it. So December should be about December. We'll have our final court date, and that's it. He's officially 100% a part of the family, which he already basically is. It's been a really emotional kind of few days, especially at the hospital with his birth mom. She's an incredible woman. She loves him so much. And then the sacrifices that she made because of how much she loves him are just, whew, man, I'm going to cry thinking about it. She was really amazing. And I'm really excited to have him here. And yeah, he's just perfect and lovely. And I can't thank everyone enough for just all throughout this process, all the people that helped donate, which is really what made it possible for me to afford all of these expenses, and all the people that have given me all the baby stuff. That's been a huge help. Like I've got my nursery is pretty well stocked and ready to go. I've got an Amazon list, like a registry with some little odds and ends. So if you do want to get something for George, I can post that somewhere. If you want to get him something, gifts are not necessary. I have pretty much all that I need. But if you would like to get something, because I know if I was on the other side of this, I would want to shower everyone with gifts. But if you want to get something, I'll post that. At some point, maybe sometime in July, kind of depending on how my mom is feeling, we're going to try to do like a meet and greet. So people can come and see George and maybe hold him and visit with him and all of his glorious, adorable perfection. Yes. So my summer's going pretty well. I mean, I haven't slept hardly at all, but I can't complain, honestly. And I hope everyone else is having a lovely and safe summer as well. And I will be posting lots and lots of pictures because he's just so ridiculous. Um, yeah, that's about it. It's happened. He's here and he's wonderful. Yes. All right. Well, I think I'm going to take a nap. um, but much love to everyone, and I can't begin to thank everyone enough for everything. All the stuff, but the time, the kindness, the generosity have just been overwhelming every step of the way, and there's no words to express how grateful I am for all of it. I just really thank you to everyone for everything. And I'll be sharing updates on his little development uh, along the way. All right. Bye.